Welcome dear students. In this video we are going to have grammar, and in grammar we will learn about articles in worksheet 7. Articles. What are articles? In English there are 3 articles: a, an and the. The articles a, an and the are used before the nouns. Here are some examples: a doctor, an engineer, the earth. In these examples, doctor, engineer and earth, these are naming words, means nouns. And, a, an and the, these are articles which are used before the nouns. Also, the articles give more information about nouns. What kind of information they give us about the nouns? To know this, let's have each article separately. First of all, we will learn about article a and article an. But before it, we should know about speech sound, and these are vowel sound and consonant sound. Here you can see all the 26 letters of English alphabet. Among these 26 letters, letter A, E, I, O and U. These are vowels. Except these letters, rest all the letters are consonant. So there are 5 vowels: A, E, I, O and U, and the sound produced by them is vowel sound. Whereas there are 21 consonants: B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, V, W, X, Y and Z, and the sound produced by them is consonant sound. So here we have learned about vowel sound and consonant sound. Now let's have article A. Article A is used before singular nouns that begin with a consonant sound produced by consonants. Let's have some examples like a cow, a beetle, a deer and a pearl. Here you can notice article a is used before the nouns begin with a consonant sound like C, B, D and P. Now let's have article N. Article N is used before singular nouns that begin with a vowel sound produced by vowels. Let's have some examples like an apple, an elephant, an ice cream, an otter and an umbrella. Here you can notice article N is used before the nouns begin with vowel sound like A, E, I, O and U. Here we know very well that articles A and N give us more information about the nouns. And what information they give, let's see on the next slide. Here we are having 2 examples: a mango and an apple. Always remember, articles A and N are used before the singular nouns only. And they tell that something is only 1 in number, just 1. Here, a mango means 1, just 1 mango, and an apple means 1, just 1 apple. So it is clear that articles a and n are used in front of singular noun only. They tell that noun is 1 in number, only 1. Also, article a and n indicate that the noun is not specific. It is general, means it is not previously mentioned. Like in these examples, my father works in a factory in Mumbai. In this sentence, article a is used before word factory, which is a noun. And it could be any factory in Mumbai. It is not a specific one because it is not mentioned previously. Similarly, I met an engineer yesterday. In this sentence, article n is used before engineer. In this sentence, article n indicates that the word engineer is not a specific one. It is not mentioned before. He could be any engineer about whom we don't know anything. So, we have learned that articles a and n are used before singular nouns and they are used with general nouns. That's why they are also called indefinite articles. Along with this, the most important thing to remember is that article a is used with consonant sound and article n is used with vowel sound. Let's have some examples. The first example is a 1 rupee note and orange. Here you can notice both the spellings of the word begins with letter O, that is a vowel. But with 1 rupee note, article a is used and with orange, article n is used. Can you tell me why is it so? Because use of article a and n depends upon the pronunciation of the words, not on the spellings. Here, 1 rupee note is pronounced with consonant sound. That's why article a is used before it, whereas orange is pronounced with a vowel sound. That's why article n is used before it. Let's have another example, that is a horse and honest man. Here, spelling of both the words begins with letter H, that is a consonant. But with one word, article a is used and with the another word, article n it is used. Because word horse begins with a consonant sound, that's why article a is used before it. Whereas honest man begins with a vowel sound, as letter H is silent here. That's why article n is used before it. After that, the next example is a European university and engineer. Also, in this example, the spelling of both the words begins with letter E, that is a vowel. But with one word, article a is used and with another one, article n is used. And the reason is same. As European university begins with a consonant sound, that's why article a is used before it. Whereas engineer begins with a vowel sound, that's why article n is used before it. Now let's have the last example, that is a unicorn and umbrella. In this example also, the spelling of both the words begins with letter U, that is a vowel. But the word unicorn begins with a consonant sound, that's why article a is used, and the word umbrella begins with a vowel sound, that's why article n is used. Now I hope the use of article a and article n is clear to you. So it's time to have the exercises of a grammar book which are related to these articles. Here on page number 24 we are having exercise, that is write a or an before these words. In this exercise we are having some words with blanks in front of them. So first we will read the word, and if it begins with a consonant sound we will use article A, and if it begins with a vowel sound we will write article N in front of it. Here one thing is to be noticed, that we are talking about sounds, not spelling. So be careful while choosing the correct article. Here the first one is eagle, as this word begins with vowel sound, so article N will be used before it. Now let's have the next one. Next word is un. Un is a special container which is used to hold the things, as this word also begins with vowel sound, so article N will be used before it. After that the next word is lake, as this word begins with a consonant sound, so article A will be used before it. Next is snail, as this word also begins with a consonant sound, so article A will be used before it. After that the next word is ocean. This word begins with a vowel sound, so in front of it article N will be used. Next word is European University. Here you can notice the spelling of this word begins with a vowel, that is E, but it is pronounced with a consonant sound, that is Y. European University. That's why with European University article A will be used. After that the next one is injection, as this word begins with a vowel sound, so article N will be used before it. The next word is yellow butterfly, as this word begins with a consonant sound, so article A will be used before it. Let's have the next word, that is honest worker. As you can observe here, the spelling of the word honest begins with a consonant, that is H, but it is pronounced with a vowel sound, that is O, because the letter H in this word is silent. So the correct article which should be used here is N. Now let's have the last one, that is one-eyed giant. Here the spelling of this word begins with a vowel, that is O, but it is pronounced with the consonant sound, that is W, one. As it is pronounced with a consonant sound, so article A will be used before it. Here this exercise is completed. Now let's learn about article the. Now let's learn about article the. Article the is a definite article. It is used before a noun to define it as something specific. Means it is used before a noun that is previously mentioned in the sentence. The use of article the before a noun indicates that the identity of the noun is known to the reader. Or in short we can say article the is used before the specific nouns. Article the is used before singular as well as plural nouns. Now let's see the situations when the article the is used. Here we use the when a person, place, animal or thing is mentioned a second time. Let's understand it with an example. Here the example is We have a test tomorrow. We want to do well in the test. In the first sentence, test is mentioned the first time. So, in front of it, article A is used because test word begins with a consonant sound. But in the second sentence, before the word test, article the is used. But in the second sentence, before the word test, article the is used because here the word test is mentioned second time. Now it is a specific noun. Also, we use the when it is clear which person, place, animal or thing is being referred to. Means which person, place, animal or thing we are talking about. Let's understand it with an example. Here we had two glass jars, a red one and an amber one. The amber jar was very expensive. In this example, you can observe before red one, article A is used because it begins with a consonant sound, and with amber one, article N is used because it begins with a vowel sound. But here, before amber jar, article the is used because here it is being referred, means we are talking about the amber jar only. That's why article the is used before it. Also, we use the when there is only one such thing, means anything is only one. Like the moon, the sun, they are only one. Next, we also use the before ordinal numbers. Here, the second seat in that row is mine. In this sentence, second is an ordinal number and before the ordinal number, article the is used. Article the also can be used before the names of rivers and seas. Like the Ganges is a sacred river. It is also used before the names of deserts. Like the Thar desert is in western India. We can also use article the before the names of landmarks. Like I live behind the fire station. Article the also can be used before the names of newspapers, magazines and books. Like the Times of India is a popular English newspaper. So we have learnt when the article the should be used. Now let's have some points to remember. Here the first point is the articles a, n and the can be used before an adjective that comes before a noun. Let's have examples to understand it. Here on the screen you can see the use of article a, article n and article the before the adjectives. Let's have the examples. The first one is I ate a ripe mango. It is a tall building. She saw a lazy alligator. In these examples, article a is used. But in these sentences, article a is not used before the nouns. It is used before the adjectives which are describing the noun. In these sentences, ripe, tall and lazy, these are adjectives. Now let's have the examples of article n. Here it is an unripe mango, Neha is an intelligent girl and he is an impatient boy. In these examples, article n is used. And in these examples, article n is used before adjectives, not before nouns. And these adjectives are unripe, intelligent and impatient. Now let's have the examples for the. Raghav is the tallest boy in the class. It is the oldest building in the town, and the mango is the sweetest of all fruits. Here you can observe in these examples article the is used before the adjective. But here the adjectives are in their superlative degree. And these adjectives of superlative degree are tallest, oldest and sweetest. So always remember, when in a sentence an adjective is used before a noun, the use of article a or an does not depend on the sound of noun. It will depend the sound of adjective. So if the adjective begins with a consonant sound, article a will be used, or if the adjective begins with a vowel sound, article n will be used. And in the case of article the, it is always used before the superlative degree of adjectives. Now let's have another point, and that is, there are certain situations in which articles are not used before nouns. Here, articles are not used before the names of languages like English, Urdu, French. Subjects like maths, science, Hindi. Meal like dinner, breakfast, lunch. They are also not used before seasons like summer, winter. Before festivals like Christmas, Holi, Diwali, and in front of the names of days like Sunday, Monday, and in front of the names of month like March, June, July. So till now we have learnt the use of these articles. Also we have learnt where these articles should be omitted. Means they should not be used before nouns. Now let's have the rest exercises of the worksheet. Here on page number 25 we are having exercise, that is, circle the mistakes and rewrite the sentences correctly. In this exercise we are having some sentences and each sentence has a mistake. So first we will find out the mistake, circle the mistake, correct the mistake and rewrite the sentence again. So the first sentence is, Pooja gave me an ripe apple today. In this sentence, article n is used before the word with consonant sound, that is ripe. And we know very well, with consonant sound always article a is used. So after rewriting, the correct sentence will be, Pooja gave me a ripe apple today. After that, the next sentence is, he is an honest man. In this sentence, article a is used incorrectly before honest, as word honest begins with a vowel sound. So in the place of a, article n should be used. So after correcting the mistake, the sentence will be, he is an honest man. Let's have the next sentence, that is, I have an egg for breakfast every day. This sentence has a mistake of article a, which is used before the word with vowel sound. So here in the place of article a, article n should be used. Then after rewriting, the correct sentence is, I have an egg for breakfast every day. After that, the next one is, they did not know that a train was late by 2 hours. In this sentence, article a is used incorrectly, as in this sentence, word train is a specific noun, and we know very well with the specific noun, article the is used. So, after correcting the mistake, the sentence will be, they did not know that the train was late by 2 hours. After that, the next sentence is, Sri Lanka is an island. In this sentence, article A is used incorrectly before the word with a vowel sound, that is island. So here, in the place of article A, article N should be used before island. Then, after correcting the mistake, the sentence will be, Sri Lanka is an island. After that, the next one is, he returned after the hour. In this sentence, article the is used incorrectly, as in this sentence, word hour is a singular noun and it begins with a vowel sound. So in the place of article the, article N should be used. Then, after rewriting, the sentence will be, he returned after an hour. After that, the next sentence is, Kerala is an state in the south of India. In this sentence, two articles are used incorrectly and they are an and a. Here, word state is a singular noun which begins with a consonant sound. So, with the consonant sound, article A is used. And here, word south is a specific singular noun. So, in front of it, article the will be used. So, after correcting the mistakes, the sentence will be, Kerala is a state in the south of India. Now, let's have the next one. That is, he bought a cow and a ox. In this sentence, two articles are used incorrectly. Article N is used before the word with consonant sound and article A is used before the word with vowel sound. Here, in the place of article N, article A should be used, and in the place of article A, article N should be used. So, after correcting the mistakes, the sentence will be, he bought a cow and an ox. After that, the next one is, my grandfather is an old man, but he is still a strong swimmer. This sentence also has two mistakes of article and they are a and an. Here, article a is used with the word with vowel sound and article n is used with the word with consonant sound. So, in the place of article A, article N should be used, and in the place of article N, article A should be used. Then, after rewriting, the correct sentence will be, my grandfather is an old man, but he is still a strong swimmer. Now, let's have the last sentence. That is, three brothers saw a huge footprint on a sand. In this sentence, article N and article A is used incorrectly, as article N is used with the word with consonant sound and article A is used with the word which is uncountable noun. And then, after rewriting, the correct sentence will be, my grandfather is an old man, but he is still a strong swimmer. Now, let's have the last sentence. That is, three brothers saw a huge footprint on a sand. In this sentence, article N and article A is used incorrectly, as article N is used with the word with consonant sound, and article A is used with the word which is uncountable noun. And we know very well with uncountable noun, article A or article N is not used. So here in the place of article N, article A will be used, and in the place of article A, article the will be used. Then after correcting the mistakes, the sentence will be, 3 brothers saw a huge footprint on the sand. Here this exercise is completed. Now it's time to give the end to this video. I will be present in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself. Thank you.